Hello, everybody. I just realized that that the thing was on the other side this entire time. I've got to change it back after the latest Taylor's video I did, and now there's like two videos where I react to BrodyAnimates where my thing is on the other side. Huh. No, hopefully it's not too big a video. Alright, so anyway, being an identical twin. See, okay, I was going to say something that was related. Oh yes, yeah. That's right, rivalry. So yeah, I like in the my reaction to the twin brother rivalry video. I mentioned how the rivalry is so old that it that it was happening even before they were born, and honestly, them being identical twins, yeah, it just kind of just shows that the intensity of the rivalry, like the rivalry is so tense that they're separate people. At first they were just a single lump of cells altogether, but because of the intense rivalry, they're completely separated. It's probably a good thing, since if they didn't completely separate, they would be conjoined, which is not very good. But thank thank God they are two completely separate people. It's kind of interesting, I think a lot of people will agree with me that the soul, like a person's soul, tends to come into existence like the moment, the little sperm cell enters the egg cell and they combine into one. A lot of people think do believe that. When it comes to identical twins, it comes the question of when does it truly begin and all that. Now, there's two hypotheses. Either the soul separates along with the body, that, or two separate souls, come to existence, and it's the rivalry between the two separate souls. Just the content as to wills that causes it to fall apart. That causes the lump of cells to separate into two different separate lumps of cells. Frankly, I think I agree with the the second one. I think God just decided to just put two souls in there, and the two ones being separate souls, two individuals, caused it to just separate and all that. Oh, I guess you're the kind of person who doesn't believe in that people have souls. In which case, the twins, just because the twins, just no reason. They're just twins. Something, I don't know. Man, I'm glad I'm not an atheist. Life is more fun if you believe in the silly things.
Check it out. Newest creative director of Ray-Ban, B. Wow. This is what you're doing. Man, I'm over here drawing and all that. We got opticals, very intelligent, a little elegant. Studious.
Right. Okay, here we go.
What should my next video be? Hey Brock, what should my next video be?
Oh gosh, this is an old one. But not as old as, but it's around the same time that the other twin video that I reacted to came out. Oh, he must have gotten a new mic before he recorded the other video.
How about being a twin? Are you just saying that so you can be in my video? No. So if you guys didn't know,
Oh gosh. They sound like 12-year-olds.
I am an identical twin, which is actually really rare. Most of the twins I've met have been fraternal, so I'm extra special. But yes, this means I look a lot like my brother. The only thing that's actually significantly different is our hair. And I guess I wear glasses.
Yeah. yeah. That's how we draw them apart. They style their hair differently. Again, they're two separate people with two different wills. Two wills that willed them into being two separate people. Man, I'm being way too overly dramatic in this video. Yeah, I need to calm down a bit.
Wait, Brody wears glasses? How come you don't draw glasses on your character?
That's because I'm lazy, and I don't wear my glasses all the time. If you know me and my brother decently well, though, you can tell us apart pretty easily, but regardless, we still get mixed up a lot. Even by some of my best friends. I don't know why, we still look pretty different, though. Brock is pretty much my second name. So one thing I like to do when people call me Brock is different, though. Brock is pretty much my second name. So one thing I like to do when people call me Brock is I just don't respond. Brock, I have something to show you.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. If somebody knows this wrong name, don't react, okay? Do not legitimize their mistake by responding.
Oh my god, there's a stranger stabbing me! Brock, help! Help! Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear my name. Were you talking to me? Oh, crap. Yeah, it's me. But if I've known you for a long enough time, you should be able to tell the two of us apart.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, if you're a friend, if you know them well, have the decency to, just use the name, the correct name here.
I mean, you know those moments where someone calls you by the wrong name and then realizes, oh crap, that's not Charlie? Well, imagine that happened to you every day, and it was always the same name. Wouldn't you deserve the right to mess with them?
Yeah. Sometimes, my dad, mistakenly calls me, John. Yeah. Sometimes my dad mistakenly calls me John instead of my actual name, which is completely different. And the reason for greater context is that I have an uncle named John, so he confuses. So he, instead of saying my name, he says the name of his little brother. Like, Dad, come on. Why are you constantly just saying your little brother's name instead of my name, Dad? I mean, come on. Well, we don't even look anything alike. I mean, come on. And he's, he's in for, constant mixing up his kids, well, I'm the youngest of his kids, and, John was the youngest of is his youngest sibling and all that. So both me and John and my uncle John are both the youngest. And just for two different generations. Okay, yes, yeah. He's the young. John is the youngest of his generation. I'm the youngest of my generation, or something like that. And it's still a dumb reason. Like, come on. Why do you? Although in all fairness, he does have a habit of constantly, saying the wrong name. Like, he has a habit of, mixing up the names of my, sisters and all that. Sometimes, he calls Abby Catherine, and sometimes he calls, Catherine Abby, and all that. Yeah. My dad's not good with names. My dad is terrible with names. Yeah.
No, that's still pretty mean. Shut up. Also, my brother always calls me his baby brother, even though he's only 4 minutes older than me. Oh, very funny, Brock. So to get back at him, I always call him Shorty because I'm like a centimeter taller than him. And then he's like, you're only taller than me in Canada. We're in Canada. Shut up.
That's pretty funny.
So, we get in a lot of fights. A lot of people who don't have a twin are like, oh, I wish I had a twin. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But one thing you don't realize.
Honestly, I'm glad that I don't have a twin and all that. Like, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I guess if I did have a twin, it would be pretty nice. But honestly, I'm also at the same time glad that I don't have a twin and all that. And I know I'm glad that I do not have a twin and all that. And besides, I think I got like enough siblings. Anyway, so yeah, I got enough siblings already. But I've because somebody might comment if I don't talk about it. I do notice the little jade and doll and the little ginger pill doll on the shelf here.
Is that you never really have your own birthday. Some people like their birthday more than Christmas because it's their birthday. It's their.
Oh gosh, yeah, that must be absolutely terrible for twins. Yeah. Thankfully, yeah.
Their special day. No one gets presents but.
I gotta say, I like my birthday. I don't know. Do you like your birthday? I do like it when it's my birthday. And personally, my birthday for the last few years has been a bit boring. Honestly, that's the pain of growing up. So, when you grow up, people, your birthday becomes less of a big deal when you're an adult. When you're a kid, everybody cares about your birthday. You always get a good birthday party. When you're adult, no, the most you get is a phone call from a relative saying happy birthday and all that. Other than that, nobody really cares.
Me. But for twins, you have to buy someone else a present, which kind of sucks. But recently, me and my brother have come to a mutual agreement. We just don't give each other presents anymore. I mean,
yeah. In fact, brother, you can justify it saying that. Well, your birthday present is me. That's what I'm your birthday present. Okay, you are each other's birthday present. Something I don't know. Yeah, that sounds kind of dumb and corny. Yeah, I forgot I said that.
I'd rather have money than a prank gift my brother gets for me. Happy birthday, Brody. You too, Brock. Open your present. Oh, you better share. Anyways, I have some stories of me and my brother that I'd like to share with you. One time, when me and my brother used to share a bunk bed, it was late at night and I was playing with my Legos. One time, when me and my brother...
by the way, two of my sisters used to have used to share a room and all that, I believe they also had, like, a bunk bed. Yeah, they used to, have a bunk bed. Two of my sisters, yeah.
They used to share a bunk bed. It was late at night and I was playing with my Legos, probably building a Lego ship. And my brother was really tired, so he went to sleep on the top bunk. And before he went to sleep, he was like, Brody, put those Legos away. And I was like, no, I want to keep playing with my Legos. So I kept playing with my Legos and eventually went to sleep. And one thing to know about the bin we kept the Legos in was that it was huge. You could fit a whole body in that container. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, but it's kind of important to mention. But when I went to sleep, I didn't put...
Nobody will ever find the body.
The Legos away. I kept the bin wide open on the floor. The one time I left the Legos out. Yep.
And Brock was sleeping in the top bunk, right? Yeah, okay.
Playing with my Legos and eventually...
Yeah, oh my god. Oh, poor Brock. Oh, that must have hurt.
Goes out. Yep, Brock fell right off the top bunk, right into the pit of doom. I woke up to his screams and was like, ugh, shut up. It's like 2 a.m., man.
true brotherly love. Frankly, again, as a person who has a bunch of sisters, I find that relatable. Like, yeah. If I were and if I said, yeah, if I were screaming in pain and one of my sisters was just was woken up there, they probably just tell me to just shut up and trying to sleep and all that. Like, yeah, I can imagine. But it was like any of my sisters saying the same thing that Brody just said here.
And was like, ugh, shut up. It's like 2 a.m., man. But don't worry, guys. He wasn't that badly hurt. He still hates me, though. Also, since me and Brock are twins, people always come up to us and are like, oh, you should switch classes. And I'm happy to say to you, we did. In 6th grade, me and my brother switched.
They tried to do the thing that the Weasleys twins did in the first Harry Potter film and book. And that's funny.
Classes, and my teacher was in on it. She was in on it, so we couldn't really get in trouble if we got caught. My brother's teacher, on the other hand, was not in on it. So in the morning, I walked into her class and sat down beside some of our mutual friends. One thing to know about this time was that me and my brother had parts in our hair that were dyed different colors.
That is so dumb. You have parts of your hair that are dyed. And last time I believe the reason you did that is so people could tell you apart, right? And yet you tried to do the classic twin prank here. That is one of the dumbest things I've heard.
I had blue and he had orange. This was a bit of a problem because I thought she would notice, but all of a sudden the teacher walked into the room.
Oh, hey, you dyed your hair a different color.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing that the teacher is not the most attentive.
Yep, I did. You're right. I did dye my hair a different color. And what was funny was that she thought I was the best student ever. She even gave me a piece of candy. Here you go, Brock. You're doing really good today.
I bet he'll never let his, brother live this one down.
But then at lunchtime, my brother walked into the room. What the What?
Well, what a wonderful video about twins by BrodyAnimates. I don't know anything about being a twin, but I don't know, maybe they have psychic powers. I'm not very sure. But hey, this was a video that came out, and people made fan art. Look at it, swishing around that screen. Ooh, that one looks cool. Wowie. What a fun time. Anyways, my name is Junkie Janker. You can find me on YouTube at Junkie Janker. And get this, my Twitter handle is Junkie Janker. How creative. Make sure to subscribe to BrodyAnimates and have a wonderful, fantastic, fun time. Bye.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away.
So do any of you need this? I don't need it. Anyway, have a good day and goodbye, everybody. Oh, this one's shorter.